question, should you or should you not use emojis in emails or texts? Our friends at K92 Morning Thing asked listeners if they use emojis during emails or texts at work. 60% say yes, they do. 40% say no. So Linda McNutt-Foster is going to join us out to break down this poll question, because I would have thought immediately their response would have been no.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what's interesting anymore is that only 7% of the communication that we have is through words. So when, you think about, I was thinking about lawyers this morning, why that's so hard. They only have periods. They don't even have exclamation points to use. So so in emails and everything, before emojis, we were, oh gosh, some people were shouting at us in full caps. Some people were using exclamation points, periods, to be able to convey an emotion, so that you're not misconstrued in what you're trying to say to somebody.
I am constantly sending emails accidentally with all caps.
Oh,
I had someone email me back joking because they knew what I was doing. Hey, stop yelling at me. So how do we then convey the proper tone to those people we're trying to get across to?
I think it's important to know the people that you're talking to at work. Like, get to know them, because some people love emojis. So there's certain behavioral types that love emojis, and there's certain behavioral types that can't stand emojis. In fact, they can't even stand using exclamation points when you're sending them emails. They feel like that's really overblown.
Just too unprofessional?
Yeah, just unprofessional. And why are you, what's an exclamation point about? So you kind of want to know who the person is, and so much information is going back and forth via text now. So I would say let your boss set the tone, let your client set the tone, and try to remember how they're communicating with you. Does that make sense?
So when you're talking about these emojis, then what is the best practice? Do you wait for them to send you an emoji, or do you just try it out?
Oh, well, I think everybody needs to be flexible and adaptive these days, because emojis are here to stay, right? And they're even making some really great ones. So I think they'll just, be much more accepted by leaders. But if you've got a baby boomer leader or a Gen X leader or someone who's not used to emojis, you kind of want to watch that, and yes, let them take the lead and see how they respond to you. You might be introducing them to something brand new that they hadn't tried before.
Well, and some leaders are just totally against texting in general.
Yes.
I mean, some of the older business leaders absolutely do not text me. My grandfather owns a business, and he's always complaining that someone will text him, and he picks up the phone, and his first response is hey, we'll do business, but don't text me.
I think it's really interesting anymore to try and create relationships up front and ask them, how do you want to be communicated with? Like, do you like text? Do you want me to email? Do you want me to call? Anymore, you have to make an appointment to call people. Sure. So I think there's a lot to keep up with, too. I mean, a lot of business people that are younger are actually doing a lot of their business on Facebook. So you have text, email, Facebook messaging. Like, it really does get kind of out of hand if you're trying to keep up with all of this stuff.
Yeah, things are always changing. Linda, thanks for chatting with us this morning.
Absolutely.
John, what do you think?
Oh, I'm not. I'm like the old guy that doesn't like the texting. So I don't know.